Hi everyone. In this video, we will be looking into a game between Grandmaster Gukesh D and Grandmaster Suleymanli from the round 5 of FIDE Chess Olympia 2024 between India and Azerbaijan. Let's jump right into this game. Gukesh, starting with the white pieces, go for 1 e4. Suleymanli replies with e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to c4, knight to f6, d3, bishop to c5, bishop to g5, h6, bishop to h4, g5, bishop to g3, d6, c3, a5, knight on b to d2, bishop to a7, and a3. So this position is just 10 moves into the Italian game. So the right continuation here for Suleymanli is putting the bishop to d7 or putting the queen to e7 and developing the pieces. But instead he will go for a fancy move, which is knight to h5, and this is a mistake. Knight on h5 is unguarded. Gukesh can go ahead and give up this knight and open a discovery on that. That's exactly how he continues. Knight takes on e5, discovery on Suleymanli's knight on h5. And he trade off the knight, knight takes on g3, and Gukesh, before recapturing this knight, he plays an intermediate move, which is bishop takes on f7 with check. The right continuation here for Suleymanli, in order to minimize the damage, is moving the king to e7. With the king to e7, when he comes to knight to h6 with check, then takes the bishop, then knight takes on h8 with then takes the knight, and h takes on g3. So at the end of the trade, despite Gukesh's 1 point of material up, match is still evenly balanced, and this can still work in Suleymanli's favor if he able to find the right moves. But instead, after this check, he will play king to f8, knight to g6 with check. Still the match is balanced early. Here, right move to play is capturing the bishop, but instead he'll play king to g7. Now Gukesh is having an advantage of +1. And he continues with f takes on g3, king takes on f7, knight takes on h8 with check, queen takes on h8, d4, king to g7. Gukesh goes for castling, bishop to d7, king to h1. After 18 moves, Gukesh is having an advantage of +1.1. So the right continuation here for Suleymanli is putting the queen to g8 and finding a new diagonal for the queen. But instead he will play rook to g f8, and this is a mistake. Now Gukesh is having a winning advantage of +2, and he continues with queen to e2, rook takes on f1 with check, rook takes on f1, queen to e8, queen to f3, queen to e7, knight to c4, bishop to e6, knight to e3, knight to d8, knight to f5 with check, bishop takes on f5, e takes on f5, queen to f6, rook to e1, bishop to b6, g4, c5, d5, c4, rook to e4, bishop to c5, a4, bishop to a7, queen to e2, h5, rook to e7 with check, king to f8, rook to e8 with check, king to f7, g takes on h5, g4, h6, queen takes on f5, h7, queen to b1 with check, queen to e1, queen takes on e1 with check, rook takes on e1. And it was in this position, after 38 moves into the game, Suleymanli has resigned the king to Gukesh D, and India went on to defeat Azerbaijan 3-1 as well. The reason for resignation is that Gukesh is already having 3.7 advantage on the evaluation bar. The continuation here for Suleymanli is playing the king to g7, and he will come up with rook to e7 with check, king to h8, g3, bishop to c5, rook to d7, attacking the knight, and this knight is gone. There is no defense for this knight here. So foreseeing this, Suleymanli has resigned the game after this trade.